Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. You ever wonder where those words came from? They're actually the first words I ever uttered on this channel when I did a video back in October of 2015. And I am going to react to that video today. I have not seen it. I mean, I probably watched it in 2015, maybe once or twice. I never really watched it since, so I thought it'd be fun to check it out. I know the watch we're talking about, it's a Seiko SNKM97 Recraft, which is actually still in production today, which is kind of amazing. So let's just get my reaction to my first video, and hopefully my production quality has improved.
Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com.
There it is.
And today we'll be looking at the Seiko model number SNKM97.
Well, I guess not much, not much has really changed. The channel's been around since 2013. In the beginning, I had a friend, Dominic, making videos. I think there's like half a dozen videos before this in around 2013. I did this in October of 2015 after I watched TGV make some videos. I was like, wow, I should do this. I can do this. And I did it. This setup, I remember, was extremely, extremely kludgy. It was in a spare bedroom in my house. Bridge table, you know, like a 36-inch like card table, a white piece of oak tag, a fluorescent light, my camera, and my voice. And I knew for the opening, I had to say who I was and where I was from. And that kind of stuck with me the whole time. Let's keep going.
Men's Recraft Series automatic watch.
Okay.
This particular model has this striking electric
camera angle change,
dial, gold tone hands and markers.
It does.
An orange seconds hand that really pops.
Yeah, the seconds hand does really pop on this watch, but you know what doesn't pop? My enthusiasm. I sound like I'm reading a script, and to date, I have actually never scripted a video. So I know this is all coming off the top of my head, but albeit very slowly and methodical.
It is powered by the always tried and true Seiko 7S26 movement.
I still say that.
Featuring a day and date complication.
Got it.
So let's dive in and take a look at this one. Seiko makes
Let's
many
dive in. I
watches
still say
in
that
the
too.
Recraft series.
Okay, so Seiko does make many watches in the Recraft series. The video itself is only about 5 minutes, so hopefully we can get through this in a decent amount of time. But you can see from my hands, this is why I wear gloves. My hands are extremely dry, cracked. My cuticles are horrible. And just cover them up with gloves. It's just so easy. I don't get manicures. I try to keep them looking decent, but like right now in the cold weather, it's horrible. They're cracked right now. It's disgusting. So that's why I wear gloves.
This one really is quite different, I think, due to its dial. The case is very reminiscent of vintage watches, this cushion style case. It's got this brushed matte finishing on it. Stainless steel bracelet, polished center link, brushed outer links. The case measures 44 millimeters in diameter. That's without the crown.
Before we get into the details, they actually, like I said, they still make this watch. There's, I want to say, like 3 watches with the 7S26 movement that Seiko USA still does. It's the SNKM97, the SNKP, the 23, 25, 27. Doing all that from memory, but that's it. As far as I know, the 7S26 has been sunsetted. They're not making any more, so whatever watches are still available are from movements that have been sitting either in storage or they've been assembled for a while and they're just running through them. But let's hear me go through the specs. I'm curious to see if I still do everything the same exact way. Size, you know, diameter, thickness, lug to lug. I should probably mention lug to lug because that came in later. Lug width, all that garbage.
And it's about 11 millimeters thick, so it's a decent size watch. Not too tremendous,
I didn't do the tip to tip.
But certainly not very small.
And I didn't do weight.
The watch is water resistant to 50 meters. It's got a $235 suggested retail price, but generally you can pick them up for around $150. It's got the hard Lex crystal.
Yeah, that's still true.
And
crazy.
Of course, the see-through case back, so you can check out that 7S26 movement in action, and there you can.
And look at those beautiful
at the
thumbs.
top of the screen, you can see the balance.
I'm gonna vomit.
Doing its thing, and as I move the watch a bit,
I still say that
you can
too.
see the rotor going back and forth. Comes with a standard push-pull crown at 50 meters water resistance. We're not expecting a screw-down crown. You pull the crown out one click.
So this is one of those watches where the dial is green but vibrant, tough to capture correctly, and you can see me flirting with it to try to get that green to pop. Very difficult. I think in today's setup I could probably get it a lot quicker and a lot better. But like I said, this is like the studio itself is a white piece of almost oak tag, a little plasticky though, and it's in a 180 degree loop, and there's a fluorescent light from above that's lighting it. It was really meant for photography, as most of the things that I use are meant for photography, but I just transformed them into videography.
Turn it and you can change the date. Turn it the other way, you change the day. It alternates between English and Spanish days. Once you set it to the language,
We could be in the danger zone. I won't even know it right
maintain
now.
that language
Hopefully we're not.
while the watch still has a power reserve. Speaking of power reserve, this watch will run for about 40 hours once it's fully charged. If you wear it on your wrist through a whole day of decent activity, you will reach full charge, and since it has a 40-hour reserve, it will probably run it'll run through the following day if you don't wear it, through the next night, and then you could put it on, you know, a day and a half later, and it will still be running.
I still say the same exact
start
thing.
charging
Crazy.
the minute you start
Creature
wearing it
habit.
again. Chapter ring is marked off from 0 to 60 increments.
There I am playing with the angle again.
Green, electric green dial. It kind of goes in.
See, oh yeah, I even talk about it.
Turns. You see the black, the shadowing moves on it. It's not really a sunburst. It's more of a, I guess, a metallic green.
It is a sunburst,
3,
Mark.
6, 9, and 12 are
Yeah, past
outlined
Mark,
in
you're
white.
wrong. It is a sunburst.
Gives them a little more pop. It's quite a dramatic effect.
Boo.
The hands and markers on this watch do not have any
but not my
luminescence.
voice.
So there is no nighttime viewing on this watch. It's more of a vintage style
Interesting. I would have guessed otherwise.
piece. I hesitate to say dress watch because of the size and the color, but it certainly harkens back to, you know, vintage days, you know, the 70s with this.
I guess the look is vintage days, like is the size totally not. Reminds me of a television, called the television watch sometimes. But I also kind of hear myself floating or looking for words to say to kind of fill the void. And nowadays, I have a 5-minute review video of a watch. Every video I do is like 8 to 10 minutes, even if I'm talking about the most mundane topics, because I get a little talkative.
Case. Beautiful piece. Solid link bracelet. You can see the pins
Jet
going
blue
through
earphones.
It is a 24mm bracelet.
Yep.
So you could fit it to a NATO if you wanted. Or
Wouldn't say that word again, huh? As far as, what was I going to say? Oh, I don't show my face in this video. I went and looked. I don't believe I showed my face until Watch and Learn was underway, and I think it was like Watch and Learn, one of the water resistance ones, like 4 or 5 or something. So I went a while before I was brave enough to show the mug on camera. I never really thought I would do it, but I guess people react more with the face, and by now, obviously, you know, very used to it.
a leather strap would really be nice. Something obviously maybe with a green accent to really make that green dial pop. A lot of options here.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd put this on a
But,
nylon.
you know, being Seiko,
Brown
the bracelet that it comes on is quite excellent.
Was a decent bracelet. Is a decent bracelet.
And for $150, you probably can't get much better
Still
than
true.
this. My wrist is around 6 3/4
Could you,
inches, so
oh my
even though
goodness. Could you get closer to the camera? Holy smokes. I don't know how people are supposed to get a feel for what it looks like. My wrist is either 3 inches or 103 inches. And the day is flipping, which means we're in the danger zone when I was playing with the day and the date before. Shows you how much I knew 9 years ago, almost 9 years ago. Yeah, we got to back up from the camera a bit. I always do, this is true, I do wear below the bone. My wrist is 6 3/4. It's now more like 6 1/2. I lost a little bit of weight, but I do even today. I'm wearing both my watches below the bone, Marathon Collab and Zurich. I forgot what this one is. Scrambler.
I have a smallish
Oh, and
wrist.
no wrist checks, obviously, in these
Even
videos.
at 44 millimeter, the watch would still fit me comfortably. I actually think it looks quite good. Again, this is the Seiko Recraft
Little closing.
SNKM97 men's
That's it.
automatic watch, available at longislandwatch.com.
Good job, past Mark. You did
Thank
a good
you.
job. So, not horrible, right? Let me get this out of here. Could have been better, but I think for a first run, it was pretty good. People have been commenting, I've been doing different stuff with the setup and stuff. I did have a consultant come in and help me figure some stuff out with cameras, and my gear hasn't really changed much. I did invest in the camera you're looking at, that's filming this right now. It is a decently good camera. I did buy it a couple of years ago. Only started using it for video recently though. I got a whole slew of lenses and stuff, and I've been getting help from, like I said, I had a consultant just come in, just give me some tips, which were amazing, and I always ping people. But anyway, that's my first video. Not bad, right? It wasn't horrible, and it morphed into what I consider to be a decent channel, or a decent watch channel. That's it. This has been Mark from longislandwatch.com reviewing my first ever video. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll put it over here somewhere. I don't know what the hell it's going to be. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, I don't know, any feedback you want to give me. Put it down below, and I'll address it whenever I can. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.